Hey everyone! Welcome back to Habit English, the place where we talk about learning English without stress, fear, or boring grammar rules.
Yeah, today's topic is something I wish someone had told me 10 years ago. How to become fluent without translating in your head.
Exactly. If you've ever tried to speak, but your brain just freezes, this episode is for you. We'll talk about how fluency actually happens, naturally, almost like magic, through something called comprehensible input and unconscious learning.
You know, when I started learning English, I thought I just needed more words. So I memorized hundreds of vocabulary lists, practiced grammar drills, and repeated sentences over and over. But when I met a foreigner and tried to talk, nothing came out.
That's so relatable. You're sitting there knowing all the words in your head, but somehow they refuse to come out of your mouth.
Yeah, it's like my brain had a translation delay. I thought in my native language first, then tried to convert it into English. By the time I finished, the conversation had already moved on.
Exactly. That's not fluency, that's decoding. Real fluency means your brain thinks in English directly, without going through translation.
So, how do we reach that point? Because it feels almost impossible sometimes.
It's actually very simple, but not easy. It starts with comprehensible input. It means listening or reading material that you mostly understand. Not too hard, not too easy.
Like when you watch a vlog or a short story in English where you understand 90 to 95%, but still find a few new phrases.
Exactly. Your brain naturally guesses the meaning of those new words from the situation, from tone, from visuals. You're not memorizing, you're absorbing meaning.
It's like how kids learn. A child doesn't sit down and say, "Today I will study the present perfect tense." They just listen, see, and copy.
Yes. And guess what? That's how we learned our first language too, through massive, meaningful input. The more you understand, the faster your brain acquires the patterns of English automatically.
Okay, so if I'm learning English now, how do I use this method in daily life?
Start with content that you actually enjoy. Forget study materials. Watch vlogs, listen to podcasts, follow storytellers who make you feel something. It could be travel, cooking, motivation, anything that keeps your attention.
So it's more about emotion than difficulty.
Exactly. The more you care, the more you remember. For example, if you love travel, watch a traveler describe their trip. This morning, I woke up to the sound of the ocean. Even if you don't know every word, you can feel the meaning. That's input your brain can use.
That's why I love vlogs. You see facial expressions, gestures, actions, all of which help your brain connect the dots naturally.
Yes, the brain learns context before vocabulary. So even if you don't understand perfectly, you're still learning unconsciously.
You mentioned unconscious learning earlier. What exactly is that?
It's when your brain learns without you trying to study. Like, think about songs. Sometimes you remember lyrics you never meant to memorize. That's unconscious learning.
Yes, like when you accidentally memorize a TikTok sound because you've heard it 100 times.
Exactly. Your brain is a pattern recognition machine. It picks up rhythm, sounds, and structure from repetition, not from rules. So that's why listening a lot is more powerful than reading grammar books.
So the key is not study harder, but expose yourself more.
Perfectly said. Immerse yourself in English daily, even passively. Play podcasts while you cook, drive, or exercise. You don't have to focus 100%. Just let the language live around you.
Okay, we understand the input part, but how do we reinforce what we learn so it sticks?
There are a few ways. The most effective is shadowing, repeating what you hear right after the speaker, matching their tone and rhythm.
So, like mimicry, copying not just the words, but the emotion.
Exactly. It's like vocal training for your mouth and brain at the same time. You don't need to sound perfect. Just feel the English.
That's actually fun, and it builds speaking confidence.
Yes. Another way is journaling in English. Even simple daily notes like, today I felt tired, but I'm proud I watched the video without subtitles. Small reflections help you process English emotionally.
Let's talk about speaking, the scariest part for most learners.
Right. Here's the truth. You'll never feel ready. You have to start speaking even when it feels uncomfortable.
But how? Talking to native speakers can be intimidating.
Start small. Talk to yourself. Describe what you're doing. I'm making tea. It smells good. I'm opening the window. It sounds silly, but it builds the bridge between thought and speech in English.
That's genius. You're not learning, you're living in English.
Exactly. And from there, you can move to online voice chats, language partners, or English clubs. But remember, don't aim for perfect grammar, aim for connection.
Because fluency isn't about perfection, it's about flow.
You know what blocks most learners? It's not grammar, not accent, it's fear.
Yeah, the fear of making mistakes, of being judged.
Exactly. But think about it. Every baby makes mistakes when learning to speak. They say goed instead of went, and nobody laughs. They just keep trying until their brain fixes itself naturally.
So we should treat ourselves like that, with patience and curiosity.
Yes, mistakes are not failure. They're proof that your brain is learning. Each time you mess up, you're creating a stronger connection.
I love that. You can't learn without looking stupid a little bit.
Exactly. That's part of the journey, the beautiful, messy part of fluency.
So let's summarize the natural way to English fluency.
Number 1, get comprehensible input, content that's interesting and mostly understandable.
Number 2, reinforce through shadowing and journaling.
Number 3, speak naturally, even to yourself.
Number 4, be patient. Progress grows in silence.
I love that last one. Progress grows in silence because sometimes you feel like you're not improving, but actually your brain is rewiring in the background.
Exactly. It's like how plants grow. You don't see it every day, but something's happening under the surface.
So keep going. One story, one video, one moment at a time.
Before we end, I want to say this to every learner listening. Stop being so hard on yourself. You're not bad at English, you just haven't learned it naturally yet.
Yes, you're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be. Fluency isn't a race, it's a lifestyle.
So take it easy. Breathe, smile, enjoy the process. Every time you understand a little more, that's success.
Don't learn English like a subject. Live it like a story.
Exactly. The more you understand, the more English becomes a part of you.
So, wherever you are right now, maybe walking, cooking, or lying in bed, remember this. You're already doing it. You're learning English right now.
Understand first, remember later. Don't study English, live in English.
Thanks for listening to Habit English. See you next time, and until then, keep growing naturally.